Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome to Crypto Chat UK. I know, I've been away for a good week and a half, 2 weeks. Haven't done a video for that long. Been meaning to get on and do it. There's been so much going on. XRP in particular, I'm going to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about something to do with Coinbase and a couple of other items on there as well. Going to discuss a bit about China. Just a brief one on various things that I think you need to know about. So, let's have a look at the market first, and we will just see how things have been going. Obviously, currently the market is at approximately 225 billion total market cap, and Bitcoin dominance 50.9%. Now, a lot of Bitcoin dominance has gone down a little bit. I think it was up to 56, 60% at some point. Certainly, XRP has taken a bit of that. Currently second place on CoinMarketCap. So, according to market capitalization, that's really good. Now, we've been talking about that. XRP has been used. We have a quick look at XRP, okay, and what's been going on. Absolutely fantastic. We obviously knew it was going to grow. If we scroll down to the charts, we can have a look over the last, say month. Let's just put it down to a month, and then we can see where it's been going. I've been telling a lot of people now, although I'm not a financial advisor, which I always say, so obviously make your own decisions on cryptos and the blockchain and what you're going to invest in. But certainly, I have been bullish on this from day one, and it is fantastic how it's been going. The stuff that's been released, XRapid, all these things that are going on with Ripple and Ripple Labs, the future is going to be bright for these. 100% sure of that. I have been saying, and I did buy in some more. To be honest, I wish I'd have bought more. Of course I do. But at the time I bought it was in the 20 odd cents again. So as you can see, all right up to mid-September. And it started to go up, go into the 30 cents mark. It was looking pretty good. And about the 20th, this is when it had this really huge growth. And it peaked. Obviously, we was expecting a pullback, and that occurred. I was waiting for that pullback. Pullback, probably the right kind of percentage, what you would expect. And then had a nice steady straight, and it came to later on in September. We had a low of about 40 odd cents, say about 44 cents was about the lowest point. Since then, that was a nice pullback. That was a nice, pretty easily predict pullback, to be fair. And then it's been steady growth since then, which has settled at 60 odd cents. So 60 cents, here we go. So pretty good. Can't complain that. 61 cents currently. Will that continue to grow like that? I expect it will. With everything that's been going on with Ripple and the exposure it's getting, I certainly think it will continue to grow at a big rate. Will we get a little pullback at some point? Yes, possibly. Now, if you are going to invest in XRP, I have been telling all the people I know not to miss out, get involved. If you are going to invest it, and say you invest it now, I think wait for a little pullback maybe, but keep an eye on it because it could have a huge bit of growth. So, and it could continue. But keep an eye on it, see what you think. Do a bit of analysing. Certainly look at a few things and a few tools, you know, to assess where it's at. But listen to some people online as well. But if you did get it on a high, does it matter if it drops a bit? No, does it? Because long term it's gonna be a lot more. Now that brings me on to an article which I think it's been slightly rehashed, and it's something I discussed in one of my other videos. But it is worth just having a look at again. It's mentioned in Ripple's 10-year projection, right? And to be honest, I can completely see where they're coming from. I've said often where I expect Ripple to get and what I expect Ripple can get to, okay? They're mentioning $10 here. At $10, it would have to get to approximately 400 billion. Now, I don't think there's a problem with it getting to 400 billion at all. I think it can get a lot more than that long term. Some people are saying that they could get up to that before the end of this year. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but I'm not so sure that's the case. We might get that pattern that they've been talking about every October time-ish, where we've had this pattern for the last, say, 3 years in the whole crypto market and the growth that occurs. Whether that'll happen, who knows? We shall see. But $10 would be brilliant for me. $200 though. So at $10, you would need to have total market cap of approximately just under 400 billion. If you want to go 200 to 300, so say $200 mark, you are looking at a total market cap for XRP of approximately 8 trillion, just under 8 trillion. Now that's not to say that that's a problem. It could happen in a few years. They're saying approximately 10-year prediction. I'm pretty sure that could happen once the market grows to substantial. There is a lot of money in banks held up. There is a lot of money for liquidity and stuff like that, transactions, all that. There is a hell of a lot. Many trillions are held up, which won't need to be if this is used. So, You can have a look more about that, more about Ripple if you don't know anything about it. If you need to be ask me. I'm an open book on this kind of stuff, and I've studied it a lot. So Ripple is amazing. Ripple Labs is amazing, and I have been bullish on this for a while. Okay, so that's I'll just go back to CoinMarketCap to the page. Want to go through a few other things in a minute, but if you look at it, Bitcoin currently 114 billion, looking very healthy at $6,600 at the moment. We have got some of my favourites. Stellar has grown massively, up to 26 cents now. We've still got a bargain on Cardano. Cardano's up to 8 cents. I think that is an amazing price. Now, these are some of the ones with the larger circulating supply. So, yes, they have to get considerable amount. Don't forget, XRP itself is deflationary. Okay? There's a very, very small percentage. If you have a look, you can look it up at the moment. That will continue to happen. They may change the figure, but that will continue to happen. Where they burn it off, basically. It gets dumped for each transaction or each group of transactions. Full apologies, I'm being called by someone here. So I'm going to just ditch that phone. Okay, so don't forget that. And that's why one of the reasons XRP itself is genuinely deflationary, not inflationary. Okay, there is going to be some other things that occur with that. Certainly the circulating supply, what we burnt off and so forth. But very good point to be made is how it continues to burn off. Even though a small amount, it will make a difference long term. This is the long term. Okay, like I said, some of my favourites, Stellar, Cardano, XRP, fantastic. If you're not involved in them, I'd say do it. Bitcoin, great as well. Right, now, so we've discussed that. Something that's happening, basically, with Coinbase. Now, Coinbase, they have been saying XRP is going to be put on there. If it does, that will be brilliant. Because Coinbase is basically the most user-friendly platform still. And as I've said in previous videos, as much as I love some of the others like Ethos, I think their functionality is going to be increased. They could be some competition with quite a lot of people. I think Coinbase has got it right. I think there is some things that we could have a moan about, including the fees structure. But in general, they are in a good position. And they're offering this new service. So they're offering a new bundle. It's called the Coinbase Bundle to make crypto trading easier for beginners. So in their attempt to woo new crypto investors, so it is a way to get new investors in. But if you look at it, it makes it easier for them to own digital assets. So Coinbase, the US-based leading cryptocurrency exchange, has launched a new offering, Coinbase Bundle, starting at a minimum price of $25. Now what they're going to do is they're going to give you, basically the bundle start at minimum price $25. They'll have all the 5 cryptocurrencies that are up for trade on Coinbase, and they'll do a ratio which is proportional to the market capitalization of each asset. So the 5 assets include obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic. Now if you put XRP on there, that'll be even more kind of tempting, definitely. Even though this looks like it's for new people, possibly newbies, possibly new people want to invest, or they're just not sure what they want to invest in, etc., etc. I would be attracted to this. It takes a lot of the effort out. I'm pretty confident in all these that Coinbase has got on, including XRP if they put that on. And to just basically put them out there. The minimum is $25. You know, it's not a lot of money. I would probably put a lot more in, of course, but see what you think and have a look at it. But it would make it easy for you, and it's much easier access. And this is what we need in the market, that kind of functionality. So, you know, have a look at it, see what you think. Certainly think it's a great option, particularly for the people who just don't want to think about it, just want to go in there, invest, and just leave it and see how it goes. Coinbase is the most user-friendly one, I think, out there. Okay. Now, I want to mention something about China. China, they're talking about the middle class. Less than 10% of the Chinese middle class invest in cryptos. That's what a study shows. So they've done a study, and apparently less than 10% of the Chinese middle class are investing in cryptocurrencies after the government ban. So obviously, it's been a lot up and down with China. They are using it. They are doing stuff with it in the background. Some of the population, some of the government departments and stuff like that, they're certainly interested in it. What's happening with the ban and so forth, it's a bit up in the air. Who knows what will happen. But just think about this. 10%, what's going to happen in the future as it gets more exposure, as people learn about it more, and potentially if and when China lift the ban or do different type of regulation. We'll have a look at it, keep an eye on that, because that is a massive market to come into the crypto market. Okay, another thing was, quickly, 36% of Bitcoin in circulation is lost, making Bitcoin technically more scarce. So this is an article. They say basically new findings by 2 research firms data has been made available on the reality of the amount of Bitcoin Bitcoin actually available in circulation for the regular guys like me and you. According to CoinMarketCap.com, the circulating supply of BTC stands at 17 million. And at the moment of writing this. So yeah, that's true. It's at 17 million. Don't forget, Bitcoin will only ever be 21 million. Okay, there'll only ever be 21 million of these. So it says, the findings go on to state that 36% of this amount is lost, likely lost, or unmined. Doing the math, this means that 6.226 million Bitcoin is technically unavailable for purchase or trading to even the Bitcoin whales. You don't know what the whales are? They're the big institutional or huge money guys investing in cryptocurrencies and sometimes pulling out as well at the right time. The report goes on to state that 22% of the circulating supply is held by speculators, while investors hold a 30% stake in the circulating supply. These values amount to 3.8 million and 5.18 million Bitcoin in circulation, respectively. So it can basically be declared more scarce than many would have thought. This certainly is a positive thing. They do mention something that Charlie said earlier in the year. He said there will be at most 21 billion Bitcoins in existence. There isn't even enough Bitcoin to go around for every millionaire to own one. So before you buy any other coin, Litecoin included, because don't forget Charlie Lee is a founder of Litecoin, try to own at least one Bitcoin first. Once you have one Bitcoin, buy all the shit coins you want, he says. Now, he's not saying all the altcoins are shit. Of course he's not. There are some really great ones out there, including Litecoin, I suspect. So if you're careful, you can get some altcoins. I'm not so sure that definitely having a Bitcoin is essential, but I do think he's right. In a way, I haven't achieved it yet. I constantly invest in Bitcoin. I keep putting in on the lows and increasing my position on it. So I would certainly say, try and get one Bitcoin. If you can buy outright at least one, great. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, so make your own decision. But I believe, and like I've said in other videos, Bitcoin will easily get to $100,000. Easily. It's going to probably be worth a great deal more likely 10 times that. Okay, but certainly 100,000. So at the moment, you're still getting cheap. There is some people that mentioned Bitcoin's $6,000 mark is probably the bottom. It'll probably never go below that. Who knows? But I'm pretty confident, and I kind of agree. When you look at the maths, I kind of agree with that. Does it matter? Because long term, I certainly think it's easy to get to 6 digits and greater. Okay, so don't forget that if you are investing in cryptocurrencies, perhaps look at, even if you've not got that much to invest in one go, perhaps look at continually increasing your position in Bitcoin. Once a month, once a week, once half a year, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Get it on the drops, and then you're going to get your best type of position there. Don't forget to wait for them drops. Okay, there is big ones and there is small ones. Look at it, and I think it's important. Don't forget, Coinbase is offering that new deal, so you can get positions increased on that. And if you want to do it easily, you could just perhaps, if they're offering the bundle on a regular basis, I'm not sure how it works. If they do offer the bundle on a regular basis, you can continue buying bundles. I think that would be fantastic. I would be into doing that pretty much. I've been investing in cryptos for nearly 2 years, so I would certainly do that. I would certainly take that. I think that's a great idea. So hopefully that's what it's for. Hopefully it's not just for first timers or news or whatever. We'll see. I'll have a look into that more. But anyway, currently in the market, just to remind you, Bitcoin's at $6,600, 50.9% dominance, and the current market cap is at $225 billion. Sorry it's taken me so long to get this one on, guys. I hope you like the information I've given on here today. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget the notification bell as well. If you do like this video, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Put some comments on there as well. It's always interesting to see what you think and feel about any of these videos. If you want me to look at anything, if you have any questions, please let me know. Hopefully, I'll be on very soon with some great more information. Speak to you soon, guys.